Today, our champion, Tom Morgan of Malden, Massachusetts, faces the challenge of Bill Treeful of Norfolk, Massachusetts, on Candlepin Bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and as always, I'm glad you could join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts, for 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling, total pinfall determining our winner. Each of our bowlers takes home a permanent souvenir. They are provided by the Ace Trophy Company of Boston. And each will take home some prize money, guaranteed prize money of $1,200. $700 goes to the winner, $350 to the runner-up, $50 available to the winner of each string. Obviously, if they tie a string, they split that at $25 apiece. For an extra amount of money, like, for example, $100 for a 400 series, 3 marks in a row, $50, and $1,000 for 3 strikes in a row. But most of you are familiar with that. Let's talk to today's bowlers, shall we? Bill Treeful, you are a perfect example of being, if you're a good Marine and keep your nose clean, you become chief of police, right?
Unless they catch up with you, Don. They haven't caught me yet.
Chief of Police in Norfolk, Massachusetts. You know, I was just thinking, as I looked at your card here, we really have not been very nice to you. We have put against you Don Richmond, Tom Oster, Dan Myrick, Tom Oster again, Jim Putney, and now Tom Morgan. There's almost a Hall of Fame of guys here, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of talent there, and there's a lot of talent standing to my left right now, too. So
we're very much aware of that. But hey, listen, you're no slouch yourself. All right, Tom?
That's for sure.
You're very familiar because you see him bowling in his league. And
Oh, yes. We bowl well against Bill. He's a tough competitor. It's going to be a good match.
Hey, good luck to you. You're both fine bowlers, and we'll get underway right after this. On lane 2 here at the fairway. And he dropped that one a little too soon. As a result, he just picked off the 6 and 10. But he comes right back and makes the spare. Billy representing the Metro West of Framingham. League average right now 120. High single 191. High triple 492. 6 is the fill, and he's left the 4 horsemen left side with no wood to help. Oh, so close. Didn't quite make it. As you know, in order to qualify for the program, you get in a roll-off in your home lane. Then you go to a final roll-off where you're rolling against maybe another 60 guys, and only one wins, and it's 5 strings. And these 2 guys have had 2 of the finest roll-off scores. Remember, it's for 5 strings. And Tom Morgan, whom you're looking at now, our defending champion, he had a 700 in his roll-off, but Bill Treeful had a 702 to win his roll-off. It's a 7 box for Tom Morgan. Four horsemen left side, and the tougher of the 2 pins on the right, it's got the 9 pin, not the 10. And he concentrated on getting the 9, took out the 1, 2, and 9, but left 7 and 4. They go for a 10. Bill has 1 pin to pick up, the 4 pin. He doesn't miss it. Five is the fill. No wood to help. He's looking at On the left, 2, 4, and 7. On the right, 6, 10. He got just 2. He has left the 2 pin, 6, and 10. And he goes for the 2 on the right. I already mentioned that Bill Treeful is the chief of police in Norfolk. Tom Morgan is employed as a machinist. He wound up with a spread eagle, took out 2 of the 3 on the right, still has the 2, 4, 7 on the left. And he leaves the corners. It's an 8. Just a wee bit too full again on the head pin and almost a spread eagle. He leaves 2, 4, 7, 6, and 10, and no wood. Oh, pretty shot. A pretty spare. That was 2, 4, 7, and kicking over to get 6, 10. With a bonus ball still to be thrown by Tom Morgan. The score right now at the end of 4 in the first box is challenger. Challenger Bill Treeful working on a spare. He gets 4. 1, 3, 6, 4, 7, and 9. He still has 4 pins standing. Right now, the object pin will be the 3, along with the 6. Nope. He missed the 3, got the 6. Leaves 3 standing for a 7 box. Another spread eagle. Nope. He thought he had it. But he missed the 2 pin and took out just the 4. He thought he had that pocket. He got the right pocket and also took out the 7, leaving just the 2. Now Tom Morgan, our defending champion, he's working on a spare. Here is the fill. It's a thin hit. Just 5. 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. 7 and 10, excuse me. And the 10 is the one that is still standing. It's still there. Al Giglio's keeping score on that big scoreboard, the important scoreboard, I should say, the electronic scoreboard. The one that requires the magic, talented fingers to press the keys. Keith Williams is keeping the scoreboard for the folks who are here. Now, Keith, of course, can argue and say, my scoreboard is bigger, and so mine is more important. Keith is the one who gets the grief. If he makes a mistake in front of this crowd, I'll tell you, they can be, what shall I say? I won't say cruel, but they let you know. Bill Treeful attempting to convert 4 standing pins. They're still there, and he gets them. It's another 7 box. We have had some occasions where we've had some people fill in on that scoreboard here. And after one stay, they were ready to go to Siberia. Never again. I'll go anywhere, but I don't want to do that board again. Ralph Stewart is on vacation. Don Riley is taking his place as our lob line judge and referee. It's a 10 for Bill Treeful. Tim Michelle is filling in as our statistician. Phil Rubin, of course, is our producer and director. Tom Morgan, and he's too full on the head pin. And he still has the 4 and 7 standing. Our crew today is Howie Rouse, Chris O'Hare, Joe Sukar, and Jeff Sullivan. Doug DeVitt in post-production videotape. Tom Morgan fires. He gets everything to drop except the 6-pin. Waiting for some wood to settle down. Spare in the 8th. Now our challenger. Bill Treeful, too full on the head pin. He gets 4 more. Now he still has the 2, 4, and 7. It's a 10. 93 through 9. Now Bill has a spare leave. It's the 3, 6, and 10. He made it. So a spare in the 10th. Now 103, and obviously hoping for 10 more. And settles for 6 more. 109. Tom Morgan is working on a spare, our defending champion. Tom rolled a 403 last week as he won his championship, defeating Rick LePage. It's a 10. One pin difference through 9. Bill Treeful had a spare and a 6 in this box. It's a spare leave for Tom Morgan. 6 and 9. Oh, too bad, too full on the 6. So the best he can do is a 102, which is exactly what he did, a 102. And the first bonus money, and the only bonus money of the first string, goes to challenger Bill Treeful, $50 for winning the first string by a score of 109 to 102. Tom has a 5 and 7. There is a piece of wood, but I'm not sure how helpful it'll be. It's alongside. He tried to use it. Actually, it was parallel to the deck rather than on a slight angle, which he would have liked. So he wasn't able to pick up the 7 pin and didn't get it for a 10 either. So it's a 9 box. Oh, so close to a strike, but the 9 pin refused to go. piece of wood is dangerous, and it was a roadblock. Now he gets it for a 10. Frustrating, but as we all know, one of the things that makes this game so intriguing is because it tain't easy. Because a piece of wood can help, but it also can hurt. Bill Treeful has thrown a lob. It's called by Don Riley on the lob line, so he lost the 8 pins that just dropped. Now he comes back and gets a 7-pin drop. Got a triangle. Turns out to be a 9-box. I suppose Bill can't complain because Don Riley is the law here. As our lob line judge. 2 pins to pick up. 1 and 9. Can he make it? No. He left number 1. He didn't hit it. Got the 9. It's a 10. So they matched 19s in the first 2 boxes of the middle string. Our defending champion has no wood to help him as he looks at 1, 3, 7, 8. And he did not hit the head pin, everything else down. There it goes for a 10. Former champion and twice champion of our True Value shows in which he was the $10,000 winner. Dick O'Connell has handed me something which he wanted me to pass along to you, and which I shall after we see whether Tom Morgan can convert a 2-5 pair. He did. Dick wanted me, for his good friend Alfie Johnson, who's also one of our former champions, as you well know, that the 3rd annual World Team Tournament to benefit muscular sclerosis. Bill Treeful leaves 1, 2, 9, and 10. The tournament will be held at the Rollaway Lanes in Weir. No, he leaves, gets everything down except the 9. Followed by a picnic at Club 57 in Southwick, Massachusetts. And the donations to benefit MS are $30. And all donations obviously are accepted. If you want more information, you can call the affable Alfie Johnson at area code 413-569-9091. And a strike right there for Bill Treeful. So each bowler will have bonus balls to roll, 1 for Tom Morgan, 2 for Bill Treeful. And right now, in pins already down, in this string they are tied at 39. Gets our defending champion. He gets 6, leaving the 2, 4, 7 on the left and the 6 pin on the right. Nope, he took out the 2. Phil Rubin reminds me that I made the mistake that so many people do. As you know, there's MS and MD, and one is muscular dystrophy, and the other one is multiple sclerosis. And I guess I said muscular sclerosis. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's MS is what we're talking about. That's the charity. And the number is 413-569-9091. Alfie Johnson, if you want more information. Okay, everything down except 2 pins here. It's a tough one. It's the 2 and 8. Boy, it's so easy, isn't it? To punch out 2 and 8 or 3 and 9. when you're trying to fill on a spare, but when they're standing alone, it is so tough to come in straight and drive the 2 into the 8 or the 3 into the 9. Now let's see what Bill Treeful, today's challenger, does. Trailing by 7, he is leading by 7 at the moment. First ball nets him 5 and leaves him 4 horsemen left side and the 9 pin. He got 3 more, so the fill on his strike is 8. He has left the 4 and 7. It's a 9 box as he knocks out the 7. Boy, we've seen this a lot. It's a tough leave. It's 4 horsemen left side and the 9 pin. Bill did everything except make that. He got the tough part of it, getting the 9 pin, got the 1, the 2, and the 4, and spun a piece of wood right around the 7. It's a 10. All right, we are just past the halfway point, and although they are not burning up the lanes, it is a close match, 9 pins separating them. Here comes a strike. Tom Morgan. Unfortunately for Tom, he bounced that one off the footfoul line where there is a piece of plastic that goes across right at that line, and it threw the ball off. So the fill is just 6, and he's still left with 2, 3, 4, 7. The 3 is still there, so it's a 9. Now Bill Treeful. 7th and 8th boxes of the middle string. He goes off to the right. He leaves 4 horsemen left side plus the 8 pin in back, and he also has the 6 and 10, no wood. And he almost pulled it off. Everything but the 6. A 10. Too full again on the head pin. Almost a full spread eagle. He leaves the 3 on the right, 3, 6, and 10, the 2 and 4 on the left. Can he get it? That takes care of the right side, but 2 and 4 are still there. A 9. Final 2 now for Tom Morgan in the middle string. Spare leave. He's got the 5 pin. Wood in front of it. Will it go? Yes, it does. Spare in the night. The fill is 8. However, the leave is tough because he has the 6-pin on the right, the 7-pin on the left. He's got wood in between. Can he make it work? No. So the best he can do is a 117. And that's what it is, a 117. So very frustrating for Tom Morgan. Tom's league average is 126, and he has rolled a 102 and a 117. Bill Treeful's league average is 120, and he has rolled a 109, and we'll find out what he rolls for this middle one. He has one of those tricky triangles over on the left. 4, 7, and 8. He uses wood, which was off to the right, and makes it. Two full on the head pin. The fill is 6. Side by side, 2 and 3. He also has 4 and 7. He made it. Using the wood, he made it. There was wood off to the right of the 3-pin, and he was able to use it as a sweep. Thin hit gets him just 4 more. So Bill Treeful has rolled 2 pins less than Tom Morgan, and it's only 5 pins separating them now. Treeful 224, Morgan 219. Bill Treeful, our challenger, leading off the third. One, 3, 6, and 7. No wood. Is he going to get it? Yeah. As the pizza wood goes rolling across and gets it, and you saw Bill's reaction. Here's the fill. Give him 6 and leave the 4 horsemen right side. Nope. Got the 1 and 3. Now 6 and 10. Yes. All right, 5 pins separating our bowlers as they go into the third string. Tom Morgan 2 full on the head pin, leaves on the left the 2, 4, 7, on the right the 3 pin, but there's wood to the right of the 3 pin. We saw Bill Treeful make this. Let's see where the Tom. Oh, he missed completely, and he turns around angry with himself and says, "Come on." Now he punched out the 4 pin, so it is just a 7 box. Getting annoyed with himself right now. Darn near came back with a strike. Left 1 pin. Got the 4 pin. Now, if the wood stays where it is, he's all right. He can get at it. Oops, it starts to move again. He's got about 90% of the pin to get at. He got it. Now, Bill Treeful. To refresh your memory, our live championship show, $20,000 in prize money, will be the last Saturday night, not the last Saturday night in August, the next to last, because the last Saturday is the 31st. That's Labor Day weekend. It will be the 24th. It's a 9-box for Bill Treeful. Again, 2 full on the head pin and a spread eagle. That's 2 in a row, and we've seen a lot of them. I know I've said it before, but it's so true. The bowler can get very frustrated when he's bowling spread eagles, but at the same time, he must say to himself, I am hitting the head pin. I am coming right down the middle. It's a 7-box. It's frustrating, but, I mean, it's not like having the ball wander off to the right or to the left and pick up either 7 or 10 or maybe 4-7 or 6-10. Whoa! Just as he was about to deliver, some pins fell, and he had to stop. He was in fact, had the arm back, had started forward, and was just about to deliver when the pins toppled. Four horsemen left side, and in back he has the 8 pin. Nope. 2 full on the head pin. It's an 8. Somebody in the background said, throw the Friday night ball, Tom. That was it. Now Bill Treeful comes up. Let's see if Bill has a Friday night ball. No, I guess that was Thursday. He still has 3 pins standing. 4, 7, and 9. It's an 8-box. One mark so far for Bill Treeful, and on it he got a 6. He now has a spare leave with a 4 and 7 and wood in front of it. There it is. Spare in the 6. Now let's see what Tom Morgan can do. He trails by 10, as you can see. He has a strike. He's already picked up actually 3 because he's opposite a 7-box here. Plus what he gets on the next 2. Here's 1, and he gets 8 on it, but he winds up with a tough split. 4 and 10. No wood. Can he do it? Oh, what a great effort. A great effort. He hit the left side of that 4, kicked it across, and just missed the 10. Now he makes the 10. He's opposite an 8. So he has picked up 8 pins in these 2 boxes. He picked up 12 pins. Do your arithmetic. I've told you before, some of those sisters at Holy Family used to get a little frustrated at my arithmetic. Spread eagle, he takes out the right side. And the left side. So he has a 10 opposite Bill Treeful. Now we shall see. He had taken the lead by 2. Now Bill Treeful has an opportunity to regain it. And Bill does with a strike on his spare. His first bonus ball gets him 7, but leaves him a tough combination. 4 and 5 side by side, and the 10 pin over on the right. Wood just to the right of the 5 pin. So he gets 9, leaves the 4 pin, and misses it. Six-pin lead for Bill Treeful, and he had a spare strike filling his spare. 4 horsemen right side. That's what Tom Morgan is looking at now, and he needs this, and he got it. Very big spare. Very big. All right, the fill for Bill Treeful was 9. Let's see what Tom Morgan can do. Once again, 2 full on the head pin. He gets 6 as the fill. He's got 3 pin with wood to the right of it, then the 2, 4, and 7. Let's see if he can move it across. He has to. Oh, he missed it. Oh, just missed it. Now tries to play it safe to go for the 3 pins over on the left and gets 2 of them. So it's an 8 box opposite a 9. Now in the final 2 boxes, Bill Treeful is leading by 10. He has a spare leave, the 4 and the 7. And he did not get it. That's a big miss, a very big miss. He had a chance to put it away. It's a 10. Got another spare leave on the left. This time he's got the 2, 4, and 7. But there is wood in front of it, which should make it go. It does. All right, he missed that spare in the 9th. He gets one in the 10th. He had a 10-pin lead going into these final 2 boxes, so the pressure is going to be on Tom Morgan, particularly if Bill has a big fill here. And it wasn't big, but 7 pins. Needs 37 pins to tie. All right, he's got 1 pin to pick up for a spare. Oh, the lob cost him the spare. He held onto it too long. The ball flew out beyond the lob line, and Don Riley himself a bowler who is a professional bowler, probably hated to make that call as much as Tom Morgan hated to have it called. But it flew out there, and he had to call it. Strike! So he needs 28 to tie and 29 to win. No? It was a strike. And he has another. Now he needs 8 to tie and 9 to win. Is it going to be 3? It's a tie. It's a tie. They finish 349, 349, and we'll have 2 boxes extra to break the tie. Two-box roll-off. And Bill Treeful leaves 1 pin, the 4-pin. He just barely made it. Just barely. He gets 6 as a fill, and what he's looking at right now is 2, 4, 5, and 7. Got a couple more. There's left 2. 9. All right, 25 is what he got in his 2 boxes. Tom needs 26. They are tumbling, and he has everything down except the 10-pin. He made the spare. Another box. He wants to get, obviously, he wants to get 7, 8, 9, whatever. He got 8. Yes, he did it. All right. Yes, he did it. He won by 3 pins. They tied at 349, and then in the 2-box roll-off, Tom rolls a 28, Bill Treeful a 25. And the winner is Morgan, 377 to 374. Just have $50 in the home viewer jackpot. As you know, as soon as we have a winner, then we empty out the barrel and start all over again at 50. And each week that we don't have a winner, we keep adding $50 until somebody finally does come along. As you well know, too, we give 10 pins either side for winning the $50. And even if you're nowhere near that, when I draw the card, the person will be rewarded with a handsome gift from the Parker Pen Company. Now, as always happens when we have a tie, we will draw 1 card, but we will give that person 2 opportunities. The total of both bowlers combined at the end of 30 boxes when they were tied, and that was when it was 349, 349. That total is 698. And then after the 2-box roll-off, the 2 bowlers combined is 751. So we have from 741 to 761, and we have from 688 to 708. And in either one of those places, a person can win $50. All right, let's find out. figure it wouldn't be fair to have just the one total because actually there were two totals. All right, let's see. This one comes from Gloucester, Massachusetts, Don Riley's hometown, Cedar Street. It's Gary Ercolani. And we told you that anywhere around 698 or 751 10 pins either way would win it. And Gary's guess is 747, so that's good enough to win $50. Now, we have $475 waiting for somebody to knock down those 3 pins. Billy.
I asked him if I had to do it.
You want to know if he had to, huh? Okay, stay here and come up here, Tom, please, because we're running a little bit out of time. Billy, I find for you only $50 in bonus money, but there's $350 for winning.
It's a real barn burner, let me tell you.
No one wanted it.
Hey, listen, we enjoyed seeing both of you here anyway, and a win is a win is a win, right?
Thanks,
Okay,
Take
all
care.
right. Take care now. And Don Santiago will be our challenger next week. Bye-bye, everybody.